to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that, because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Patriots take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
Here's 2nd and 8. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Bowden now to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
First down, here's the run with Martin. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from going out in front. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
now they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 9. A big play here for Buffalo.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Rolling to his left. He's got it. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His 4th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close. And then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Allen will try to throw for it. On the move to his left. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants
in
the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations. They thought he couldn't run it. No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible. So I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts,
it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. With this squad, they're in position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have had a few men in the box there.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
They'll run on first down. It's Martin, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. He'll look to throw. Going to go to Clement here out of the backfield. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. This drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. He'll look to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up first and goal.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal. They'll run for it with Martin, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll roll him out right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Throwing now is Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Allen. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. On first down, it's Martin. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him, as he has been tough to stop here this first half. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Second and 11 now. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
We'll see what his offense can do. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen.
They try to find Chark, but it's intercepted.
Picked off near the 44. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing, because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Thompson.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll run. Martin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To the air, Allen. And Chark hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
They'll run on first down. Martin. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. So after the INT, it's Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From midfield, here's Allen. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And, folks, this is a 67-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the
all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. That deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Still 9 remaining on second down.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up,
Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Throwing on first down is Allen. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
At the Patriots' 33-yard line.
36. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On play action, Allen rolling to his right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Dawson Knox, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
This time, the extra point up and go. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Again, it's Martin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, it's Robinson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen to Martin. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 38. The 20. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Another tote for the workhorse, Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. The point after is good. And the lead now up to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It got his man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play here for Buffalo.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Flushed out right. He's going to go up top for the end zone.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And again, it's Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen sliding out of the... And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Bowden now to return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They run it again with Martin. Oh, able to avoid him. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 186 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. New England on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Carry number 20 here for Martin. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Martin. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll try and wind some clock down with Martin. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second down at 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Martin. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll give to Martin here out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. He'll drop to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Martin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run again on 1st down, Martin. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, Martin. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On 3rd down, Martin. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the